Welcome back, Naji here. We are continuing a discussion on n8n, and in this video we will be discussing on an interesting use case. So first let's understand the use case. So consider we are developing a chat application for a repair service company, maybe a television repair service company, in which they have three different knowledge bases. Okay. They have a knowledge base with respect to frequently asked questions. So they have a dozens of or the millions of or thousands of frequently asked questions will be there with respect to different TV models, okay, or television models. Then based on that they have prepared a document, or they have prepared a knowledge base with respect to frequently asked questions. Then they have like another set of knowledge base with respect to the service history that they have previously had. Okay, so for example, if some customers are reporting something, so they will be assigning that to a service person. Then once the service person is completed that ticket, or they have completed the particular task or particular problem, they will come and update to the some application, and they will say that okay, I have this particular customer has reported some issues and I have resolved and I have followed these many steps. Okay, so that is another knowledge base they have. Then they have a third knowledge base. They have a what we called the television manuals will be there. Okay, so based on each and every model, there will be a specific manuals will be there, and they have prepared a knowledge base with respect to these manuals. So there are so ultimately, or they have three different knowledge bases. One is knowledge base with respect to the frequently asked questions, and there is the service history, and third is the manuals or the document. So what the requirement is, they want to have, or if some customers are asking for something, the company want to go through all these knowledge bases, and finally they want to prepare an answer to the user. So that is the high level requirement that we are going to execute, or that we are going to implement in this video using n8n. Okay, so here you guys can see there are three agents in this diagram, right? One is a frequently asked agents will be there, and service history agent will be there, and the document agent will be there. And here the frequently asked agent or FAQ agent, which is a knowledge base, that is the Qdrant. Okay, we are using the Qdrant as it's one of its like a knowledge base. And for service history and the document agent, we are just using the Google Drive document tool to pass the information to these agents. And once you guys can see the triggering is happened, this query will pass to these three agents parallelly. Okay, then output is generated independently from each of these agents, and finally this result will be merged using a merge tool, which I discussed in my last video. Then once this merging is done, this result will be passed to a final LLM agent. So our final LLM agent will create the final answer, and it will return back to the user mentioning that okay, this you have to follow these many steps. So this is a high level use case, and I have created some database also, like knowledge base also. So if you look on this my Google Drive, you guys can see I prepared a technical document. It's very simple, and I created a service history. Okay, now I have prepared some frequently asked questions. Okay, so this is in Google Sheet. We need to insert, or we need to inject this information into this particular FAQ information to the what we called to the Qdrant database. So that is what we are going to execute next. So I hope the use case is clear. Now we can implement like one by one. Okay, so first what we will do, first we will create a Qdrant knowledge base, then we will integrate that into the FAQ agent. Okay, so let's start. Okay, now let's search for Qdrant Docker. I can say Qdrant Docker. So let me see this. So here we can see we can pull the Qdrant Docker image, then I can execute something like this. So let me copy these steps. So I'm copying it. Let me start. Okay, let me stop this here. Okay, execute it. So it is pulling the data. So let me take the other also. Let me go back and copy this one. Where is the terminal that I am running? Okay, so downloading is completed. Now let me execute this. So the Qdrant will be running. So I can see the dashboard in 663. Okay, so let me see. Okay, it's completed, running is completed, Docker is up and run. Now let's go and check it is running or not. We can check the dashboard. So they are providing a web UI. We can go and check this. So let me copy this. Okay, so in between Qdrant is a vector database. Okay, okay, so it is running fine, and I can go to the collection, and there is no collection is available now. Okay, so we are ready with our Qdrant backend. Now we can start creating a new workflow. Okay, so this is the workflow, that is the Qdrant injection. I can say Qdrant injection. Okay. Okay, so we'll be adding the trigger manually. Okay, so this is the trigger manually. Now we are going to download the file from this Google Drive. Okay, so let me select the Google Drive. This is the Google Drive. Let me download the file. I can come and copy this URL. So let me share and copy this URL. Let's select by URL and paste it here. Okay, so the execution is in progress. We can see the output. So this we can see the output. This is the binary output, right? So this binary output has to be converted to the text. So we can use another node, that is the extract from node, extract from file. So let's select extract from file. I can use extract from XLSX. Okay, execute it. Here we can see the table. We can see the question and answer. Okay, the next step is next step in the data injection is we need to make it like a single text. So currently it is in the question is in one column and answer is in another column. So we need to merge this question and answer together, so that like when we inject this into the Qdrant database, it will be coming to a same point. Okay, same document. For that, what I can do, I can create a edit. I can text edit field can be taken here. Now let's add file. Here I can mention, sorry, instead of this, just select the manual mapping to JSON. Okay, now I can have something like text. I can mention text. Then here I can say JSON dot question plus, let me have one, only one is needed. Then I can put JSON dot answer. So instead of fixed, you have to select the expression. Now let me execute it. So here we can see a single text field which the question and answer here. Okay, so now we are good. So let me rearrange it little bit. The next step is we are going to inject this into the Qdrant store. For that, I can click on the panel. I can search for Qdrant vector store. So let's select this vector store. Select add document to the vector store. So let's select this. Here I can select okay. Okay, so this is the basic thing. So now what I need, we need to create a credential for this one. So let's select new credential. Here I can select the URL, the Qdrant URL. I can select the Qdrant URL as localhost 6333. So let me copy this, paste it here, save it. Okay, so it's I think is 4, I believe. Let me select this. Okay, so we are getting an error. We could not connect to the details. Let me retry this one. Here we can see 633. This is the rest point end. So let me select this 633. I can come here, edit this one, paste it here, save. Okay, it says could not able to connect. Let me see what is the mistake that I am doing. 633 should be working. Let me refresh it, ensure that it is running. Okay, so this is working fine. Okay, so let me save this. Let me refresh this again. Okay, refresh this. Let's select again. Close. Let me add again. Okay, so here I can put the local host, save it. Could not connect to the more data. The service refused to connection. Perhaps it is offline. No, it is not offline. I can see it is not offline. Let me create a dummy test here. Okay, let me analyze what is the problem here. Maybe some issues. Let me check and get back. Okay, so I figured out the problem. It's with the URL. So I have used the localhost 633. Now I am just switching to the local IP like 127.0.0.1. Okay, so this actually works fine, and we can see the connection is tested successfully. So now let me save this, and what I need to insert the document, and I can select a collection. So here I can put one name here. Okay, I can add one name here. So name should be maybe FAQ. Okay, so this is my collection name. Let it be like this, FAQ, and the embedding size is the batch size is 200, which is good. Okay, now let me execute this. Okay, so I'm getting an error because I need to add few more things. So let me connect this with the Qdrant store, and we can have the OpenAI embedding, that is we are going to use here. We can select text embedding 3 small, which is good. Okay, now let me add here default document loader. Text splitting is simple, I can use, and here I can add, let me close this. Let's make it very simple. Okay, we can make it simple. Default data loader, then maybe I can add default data loader. Okay, let me see this, just a second. I can select JSON all file. If we need the custom, I can select the custom. So if it is custom, like I can add recursive text splitter. I can use this one. Recursive character splitter can be used here. Overlapping can be put it to maybe 50. Okay, so now we are good with the data injection part. Okay, so we have our Google Drive file. We are extracting it. We are merging the question and answer, and we are adding to the Qdrant DB. Let's execute it. The execution is in progress. Okay. Okay, so we got nearly 7 items. Now we can go and check our Qdrant. So let's refresh this. We can see FAQ, the new one is created. Okay, so we are using the cosine similarity and 15366 the dimension. Let's go here. Okay, now we can see the content can be here, app is crashing, and we can see all the details. So maybe we can do a edit here, and we can see app is crashing, and clear the cache of the specific app in the settings. So those details can be seen here. Okay, so we are good. So we completed our first part. So if you look on here, we have completed the first part. Now we can slowly building the agent part. Okay. Okay. Now I am in my, I have created a new workflow. Okay, this is a new workflow, and as I said, what we are going to do, we are going to build these 3 agents, then we are going to create a final agent. Okay, so for that, the first agent, the frequently agent, so we have already created a the Qdrant retriever for this one. So first let's connect the FAQ agent. Okay, so here we can start triggering manually for the easiness. Now what I can do, I can select a AA agent. A agent can be selected. I can put some define here text. Let's make it here. Okay. Okay, so here it is, chat is there. So let me keep the chat. So let me remove this. We can make a chat here. We have the A agent is there. Now what I am going to do, I am going to select the OpenAI model. OpenAI model. I can select GPT 401 mini. So this is my model. I can select a default memory, which is also fine. Now I am going to select a tool. The tool will be the Qdrant vector store tool. Here I can select the collection, right? My collection will be the FAQ collection. This is what we have created earlier. So let me select this. Okay. Then select the embedding. The embedding will be the OpenAI embedding. 3 is that we are using. Okay. So this is our, let me minimize this. So this is our first agent. Okay, now let me open a chat. I can type hi. The problem in executing the workflow has issue that cannot be executed. The reason the workflow has an issue cannot be executing the reason, please check. Okay, let me see what is the problem here. Execute the step. Query hi, I'm just executing. Okay, now I'm getting the result, but somehow I'm not getting it from here. So let me type hi. Okay, I'm closing this, I'm closing this, I'm closing this. I can see what is the problem. Okay, the prompt. So we should have a proper prompt here. So I can give a prompt. Without prompt, this will not work properly. So what we can do, I can take a, I can say prompt something like, I can add you must use available tools to answer the question. Do not answer from your knowledge base. Okay, if the tool returns nothing, say you don't have any information about it. So this is ready. Now I can say monitor flickering. So this is my question. So let me execute it. The execution is in progress. Okay, now it is successful. We can see that the first agent is completed. Okay, now what we are going to do, okay, I have a difficulty in arranging this, so let me arrange it in a different way. Okay, so let me move these things up. Okay, let's have this, make it here. Okay, just concentrating only on this here, the AA agent. Now what we need like another 2 agent, right? So this is the FAQ agent, this is FAQ agent. Now we need document agent and the other agent. So other things are very simple. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to take a AA agent. This I can say it as a doc agent. Doc agent, I can select here I can have the custom prompt. Let's copy it from here. The same thing I can use. Let's copy it from here to here. We are good. Now I can use the OpenAI model itself. OpenAI model can be used. GPT-4o1 mini is good for us. Memory, I can use the simple memory. And the tool will be little different. So this time what I am going to do, I am going to take the Google document, Google Doc tool. Okay, so why I am selecting this? Because my document is here, right? So technical document and service history are we are fetching as a document. Okay, so this time I am going to use the technical doc. So that is our document agent. So here I can go and select from share. I can select the copy the link. I can come here, document agent, just select not create the get document. I can pass the URL, paste it here and execute. So the execution in progress. I can see these are the details. Okay, now we are good. Now this has to be connected with this agent. Okay, there should be a way to minimize this. So let me minimize this little bit. Okay, now this is better. So I have the FAQ agent, something like this. I have the doc agent, something like this. Let minimize this one more. Now I can add one more agent. Okay, so let me add those agent. So this is the agent. Here also I can use the same thing. The prompt, I can copy and paste the prompt from here. So let me disconnect this. Same prompt can be used. Agent, same prompt can be used. So this is the service agent. This is the maybe what is the name that I have given here? We have the service history agent. Service history agent. Service history agent. Same way I can give the OpenAI. OpenAI model can be given here. Then I can give the simple memory can be given here. Then the tool, I can give the same document. Tool can be used. Document. Google Doc tool can be used here. I can select the technical doc, not the service history. I can copy, share, and I can copy. Let's paste it here. I need to get it. Let's paste it here. Execute. So the execution is in progress. We can see the document is also ready. Okay, now this also has to be connected with this chat agent. Okay, now you guys can see we have the 3 agents that is executing, that will trigger parallelly whenever we have a question. Now what I'm going to do, we can have a merge. Okay, so merge is very simple. We have the 3 input. So let me connect it here. 3 input. This is the 3 input. Okay, so when I execute this, here we can see when I execute this, oh, it's not executing. I can say execute the previous node. Here I can say monitor issue. You can type it here. We can see that these 3 agents are working. Okay, so we have the result. So if you look on this, we can see the first agent, second agent. Okay, the first agent returned like I don't have any information, and the second agent says I don't have any information, but the third agent says I have already used the available tool to find the information on the ground, but no relevant information is found in the available data. So maybe let me change my question little bit. Maybe I already have a predefined question will be there. Let me use this question. Okay, let me copy this. I can give this question. Let's see how this works. All agents are executing, and I have checked the available tools. It does not contain any information, and I have already used does not contain any information. Okay, so let me check this. You must, let's check. Okay, you must have a answer to tools question. Do not answer from your knowledge. If the tool is return nothing, say you don't have information on this. Okay. Should have something here. Document get. Maybe let me take something from here. Something from here itself. My screen is flickering. Add this. The execution is in progress. Okay. I have searched there. I don't have any information. Okay, so this time we can see that therefore here see the retrieved data include the topics such as HDMI audio settings, Bluetooth remote, and the connection and the TV reset instructions, but nothing about the headphone. Okay, why I'm talking about the headphone? Let me see. Copy. Something is wrong here. Let me try it here. Okay, screen is flickering. Okay, something is wrong. So let me select. Let me check this. Here we have the OpenAI embedding. Retriever is here. Description. Don't retrieve the AI agent. So here I am giving use this tool to search FAQ knowledge base and retrieve relevant answers. Okay, let me execute this. Not headphone. Okay. Okay, I have updated this particular knowledge base description. Now let me try this. Let me try this flickering problem. Let me copy this and paste it here. So the execution is in progress. We'll see the results. Okay, here I can see I have searched available document the tools, and document contain the reset instruction do not have the insert headphone, therefore I don't have information. Okay, so all these are talking about the headset. So let me reset it. Let me reset and we can try it again. Okay. Okay, so I have analyzed the problem. So I found one issue with this. Okay, so here I am passing. Let me see. If you look on this prompt, okay, so I'm giving the prompt here, but I didn't pass the question here. Okay, so let me pass the question, and this is the chat input. Let me pass this chat input. Okay, so this is the chat input, and here also I need to pass the chat input. Here I can see the question. I need to pass the question here. Okay, the same way here also I am giving a prompt, but after the prompt I have to pass the question. Okay, here I have to pass the question. Now each agent has the question and the information. Now let me say that screen flickering. We can see screen flickering is executing. Yeah, sometimes this happens when we do record the videos. Okay, we'll see what is the output here. Okay, now we can see that we are getting the information from different agents, right? So this is about the first agent, second agent, and the third agent. We are getting the result. I'm not going to validate the information that is right or not, but yeah, we have some information. Now what we are going to do, we are going to select the final agent, that is the agent, that is the final agent. I can call it as a final agent. Okay, here I can say define a script below. You are an service agent. Your role is to analyze the question and answer from different agent, and finally create a good answer from it. Okay, so this is the prompt. The prompt is not really good, so we need to modify it in a different way, but for the time being I'm keeping this, and this is the answer. So let me give the answers from agents. Okay, here I can pass the question also. The question, where is the question? I can see the question is the chat input. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, so now let me make it little bit small. So here we can see we have the chat input, we have one agent, and we have the second agent, we have the third agent. We are combining everything and merging to the merge tool, then we are passing it to the final agent. Now we can see we can pass this question. So I have a question here. Okay, so this is the question, custom made question. Let me pass this question. Okay, so this will execute the agents in parallel one by one, then we'll see the result. Okay, I know this video is a little long, and in between like we had some issues, but I'm not going to edit this. We'll keep it like this. Okay, okay, so here also like I missed few things. So here we need to add the OpenAI model. OpenAI model can be added here, not this one. Maximize it, delete it, add a model. I'm using the OpenAI chat model will be used here. I can use the 4.1 mini for the time being. Now let's add a simple query. We don't need the retriever here, so let's copy and paste the question again. Let me save it, execute it again. Okay, the execution is in progress. We are getting the data, we are getting the final answer. I hope this time this will work. Okay, it is analyzing the answers. Now we can see we are getting a beautiful answer by considering or consolidating all the input from different agents. Okay, so this is the way like we can have like multiple agents, work them parallelly and combine them together. Okay, this is not the best way to do this. We can optimize this, but I want to show you this use case. Okay, so that is all about in this video. Okay, please do try out on this, and if you have any questions, please ask me. Okay, so I will try to help that. So please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.